Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. It's me, David, and I'm going to switch my gloves out. That's the first thing I'm going to do today. Switch my gloves back because I don't want the drug gloves. And now, we are back. Alright, that's kind of great. I love it. Where was I? And my tie, of course. Yes, hello and welcome back. We have made some progress. We've slept. We've had a very bad night. But before I go anywhere or do anything, there's something very important I want to do. Oh, you just right click to put it in there. No, that's useful. But I keep that out for the empathy. I don't use my authority very much. Perfect. Can I read the case files now? Yes. At last you find a way to piece them together using alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB41. Date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene. Followed by the title. For example, HDB41120117:00, the next world mural. Wait, what is HDB41? 41 is your precinct, but what is HDB? It is safe to say those are the initials of the officer responsible for the case. Your initials. So, Harry Dubois. Still feels like there's something missing from that. The next world mural. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight, on 1202, a graffito, nay a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Curon. Cause of failure, rent too high. Well, that only works. That'll be a cause of failure if there's no other renting, like if there's other renting locations, or if it's like jolly old London, that will just force people to live in kitchens. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their forms reads, "True love is possible only in the next world for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." Why does everyone bully the middle class? It's like, it's not their fault. It's like you punch low because you can't quite get to the upper class, so you just bully the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. Who was my partner? The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the belles lettres of the litterage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. Nah, that's why it's the middle class. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Do I ever find out who? Well, let's just read on. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner JV is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organised by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the street as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 opinions. Given the choice between 2 options, Well, it doesn't sound like it's a disgusting mural. It sounds like it's an actual mural and not graffiti. Keep the mural, it is right. A staggering 78% of voters chose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. Correct. Did anyone ask what do you believe in? Man with a smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next, or are we done? Well, that took a long time. I've just noticed the time's jumped up by an hour. But I'm learning things. And I need to recompose myself prior to going back to Kitsuragi after the night I had. So let's take a look at the unsolvable case. AKA, I saw that time skip from 8:24 to 8:40, you bastard. AKA Leslie and Burke, AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29th, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. But I am not a regular officer. Although I do wonder if my general performance is due to speed or other substances, which I am now. I could be destroying the character. B, by choosing not to take drugs, I could actually be undermining his ability to do his job, which would be quite awkward. You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That or you were high. Okay, so this isn't a recent problem. Good lord, am I just a massive drug addict, but very good at my job anyway? Oh no. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you cannot lock them away, because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop his dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, it is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression. No, we can't. They unfortunately have a right to be out. Proceed. Threatening fines. Oh, hello, another 40 minutes gone. And this does take a long time. I shouldn't focus on this too much. Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemliakis to take them out. The Zemliakis gave them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street, because there they are, on the corner of Perdition, and what is Leslie doing? Ah, I better check what Leslie was doing. Leslie, because I have read this carefully, is public indecency. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk, but then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. You must have it confused with the property he likes to damage, but the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. Oh, that's not very nice. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartments within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. Kill them. They broke it. he came at us, and at us I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecap. The good news is Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows. But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one? No, that took an hour of in-game time. And that wasn't specifically what I was here to do, but it was meaningful, even if it wasn't a good outcome or discovery. This is what I truly want to investigate. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date, and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny shriveled head of cauliflower. I can talk to the bullet. What do I do with you, bullet? The squashed little thing has no idea. I know, you should find the gun that shot this bullet. Eat what? Find the gun that shot it. That sounds like something a police detective would do. First you should learn to learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person whose the guns belong to. You used it to kill your victim, Nito. I really hope it wasn't fired with my gun. That would be awful and also possible because the police don't seem to have any powerful firearms. They have light ones. Feel the bullet through the bag. The squash bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket split open. It feels cold even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cut kills to handle jacketed bullets. The Citizens Militia use cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge. Now, here's the thing. When the large Union gentleman was saying he had my gun, he said it wasn't loaded. But it was implied that I had a magazine firearm, not a muzzle loader. However, this implies that the Citizens Militia use cast only. Hopefully I have the same kind of firearm as Kitsuragi, but it's always possible that I don't. And if I don't, this could still be mine. Inspect the bullet closer. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal. It is blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. And the core? It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. Far away, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is flipping through stations in his Kanema. He is not here examining the bullet with you. He should be. We would find this very intriguing. Mention it to him later when he's here. Oh, it's done by day. I don't know how many days I have. Name unknown, rank unknown. Okay, so it doesn't know my name even though I do. How are my thoughts going? I really hope that doesn't screw me over. I better pay for another night. Because that way I've got a pretty good idea for... I don't have Kitsuragi with me for the moment. So that was interesting. Oh, I guess breakfast is here. I should maybe have gone up straight away. I feel like I might have missed something. Good morning.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod. I've got some good news, the lieutenant smiles. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep. Good, thanks. I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to. The lieutenant is downplaying his contribution. He got up before sunrise to get this done, and now he's quite pleased with himself for taking care of the gruesome business so efficiently. He points to the mess hall doors. The Union muscle finally turned up and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them. Are these the men Gant told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it, loud and nasty, just like the manager said. He crosses something out. One loose thread, less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. What do you mean rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union, these men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. Maybe we should call for reinforcements. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debardeurs Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war, so let's just keep a cool head, okay? He's not exaggerating about the mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fist clenched and your pulses rises uncomfortably. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them and continue with our business. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I'll leave the choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mum.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, Mum. Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs. What is wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might be just the thing to take your mind off the hangover. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill, not a deep chill. Oh dear. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband was on? Just some field work, sweetie. Morrell is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant, Gary, are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. She sighs. What could be keeping them? Well, the bridge is broken, probably. That's it. Yeah, the water lock. Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? She smiles. Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary is as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life in any day. The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? Probably just some technical problem. Well, there's a sign in it, but... Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. She turns to Lieutenant. To both of you, you've spared me another sleepless night. You're welcome, ma'am. She turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired, and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Tell me more about Morale. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. What does he look like? Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find a husband, you'll need more concrete information. Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for? Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed, you might say wild even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and is jotting down the woman's description. One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. I think I have all the information I need. Tell me about this rare insect, why not? Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. She catches herself, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae. The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. You're right, I don't have time for insect facts right now. Let's talk about something else. Of course, dear. That's all for now. I'm going to pay for the...
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight. Got the 20 hour. Yep, there you go. That's another night check. I love this microphone. I can hear rubbing throughout the entire building because it picks it up and plays it back to me. So if somebody were to be scrubbing in the adjacent room, I would hear it clearly, and so might you. I do apologise. Goodbye. Right, so there was this soup malarkey as well, which I know isn't a priority, but I still want to check it out. Let's have a look. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. That's a good job. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true? The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures, then he falls silent again. Okay, cool, they do know each other. Great. What is in the borscht that you're making there? The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return. No, I can't. Sorry, I don't understand you. I think he's offering some to me. Maybe he's offering me some borscht. Sorry, I don't understand you. Yes, nod. The man looks at you, then at the soup. His face lightens up. He picks up a bottle from the shelf. Bosh, need more vodka. Oh, it's borscht with vodka. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the man happy and in good spirits. He nods. Clever move by the Union. Of course, vodka. That only makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. I wonder what language that's based off. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. Turn your fingers counterclockwise. No vodka. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, but then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. Cool. Awesome. Right, I don't have anything else to say. That was very, very I think that's resolved, is it? Did I just wrap that up? Fridge victim's body, cancelled, getting the body down. Did I solve the borscht thing? It's just got vodka in it. Yeah. I've still got a whole load of stuff to do. I have a funny feeling I know who played with the bins. I've got to speak with Everard. But before we do anything, oh, hello, gardener.
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
Enough. Let's talk seriously. Not a muscle moves on her face. Her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on the murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for herself. But if I want to talk to you, not Titus. What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority, Martinez. You are no one. I should talk to Titus then. Now, with immediacy, don't want to push in there just yet. I want to have this bullet review. Apparently I run too much. So, you're still here, I see. Still talking about money. Fine. Let's just head a bit away from everybody.
Yes?
Okay, I guess I need to do it from here. Let's have a look. Kim, take a look at this. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5mm in diameter. A jacketed bullet. Okay, it would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle-loader like those typically found in the streets of Martinez. That's a good result, because it's not my gun. Perfect. We were right. This came from a serious weapon. Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-locked weapons? Okay. I don't know that word. Breech-locked weapons like this for nearly half a century. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it. Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This will have to be one of those epic tasks that opens for a while. Hand-eye coordination 2. I mean, I can give it a roll. Obviously not. Put the bullet away. I did want to put this up regardless. So that's a plus. I don't think I have anything that improves hand-eye coordination. So I might as well give it another punt. But it's not expected to succeed. That's fine. So if I can find something that will improve my hand-eye coordination, that'd be great. No, I don't think anything will be doing that, so that's fine. Okay, now I've got to think carefully because Authority is a psyche skill, and it's currently -1. So probably I shouldn't have my clipboard out. Anything else undermine my authority? No, I don't think there's a way to improve it. That'll make it worse. Why is my authority 1? Bonus from thoughts -1. Which thought is doing that? Oh, this one's doing that. I mean, I could improve it just on the off chance, but I don't think that's a very good idea. But if there's a red check that needs it, then it's going to suck. And that would be very disappointing. All my physique ones are quite high now. They're okay. Intellect, of course, is the peak. Any items I can carry to bolster me up. That reduces authority too much. And these do nothing of value. Alright. I think we're ready to begin addressing this issue. Which I'll do next time. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye bye.